Hi everyone, how are you all today? I'm good. It's been a quiet day actually. The weather settled down, it was calm this morning. I was up at the crack of dawn, couldn't sleep, but anyway came downstairs and it was much calmer. Still been raining on and off, but the log burner's been on all day and it's nice and cosy in the house. This is the last day this week of discussing hope and things about what we hope for and just the general ins and outs of the word hope and what it means to lots of people across the world. And one thing struck me today, actually struck me yesterday, but I never mentioned it last night. But one thing that has struck me is about hope and safety. And when your family members are out in the car or traveling somewhere or going across country or across the world or just walking home in the dark, you think about safety. Now, there was 3 instances yesterday that made me think about safety and about how you just never know the minute. And I was out in the car with my friend Dawn yesterday and Skylar, and we were away about an hour away and went to a big shop. We're there for a while. We were coming out and there was a queue of traffic. Typical Friday traffic. Wherever you are in the world, it's always much busier on a Friday. Anyway, went to turn left, queue of traffic in front of me. There was an oncoming road to the right and the lights were indicating to on the left-hand side, further down the road, indicating both ways where the traffic could go. Anyway, 2 cars in front of me turning right and pulled out as the cars were moving forward according to these lights. So I pulled out behind them and out of nowhere came this white car and almost come right up to me. Now, I was on the road and just about to turn in the car to join into this queue. And I thought, is he going to stop? He or she going to stop? Anyway, I just carried on doing it and they must have stopped. By the time I got to the lights, it was just turning orange, so I went through and I saw the car in my window had stopped at the red traffic lights. And the first thing I thought was karma. Anyway, that was number 1. We got down the bypass about 15 minutes and came to a big roundabout. I was on the middle of the roundabout when screaming round the roundabout came a mini full of boys. And I just carried on going round the roundabout. I was taking the 3rd turn off, so I was in the right-hand lane. This mini came undertaking me and it was taking the 2nd turn off. And before I had got to the 3rd turn off, now bear in mind I was well on the roundabout before this car came round behind me. Before I got there, this guy's window was down, screaming and bawling and shouting. Now, in years gone by, I would probably have reacted and gave him a type of wave, shall we say. Anyway, I just carried on and very calmly, and I thought to myself, he's going to cause an accident. He's just seemed to be one of these drivers that just seemed really angry, car full of passengers, no need to be driving round a roundabout at that speed. And I thought, he'll have an accident. Now, whether he does or doesn't, but I don't know, you just think, why are people like this? Anyway, I've now been driving for 38 years. 38 years past on Guy Fawkes Day. Obviously, I've matured a bit in many ways, but I don't get angry driving the car anymore. I just do what I do. And maybe these boys won't get angry in time to come, but they've got mothers, they've got family, they've got people that love them. Well, you would think they would have. So what are they doing about their safety? Those people are sitting at home hoping they're going to be okay. And are they driving like lunatics? There was another instance not long at that afterwards. We had dropped Skylar off, been to the cash and carry, we're driving home, and a car shot out of a side road in front of me. And I was like, Dawn, what is it with people today? Anyway, again, a white car. And I just thought, oh, carry on. But I just, you know, why do it? Why the desperation to draw it in front of somebody and then go slow? Do you know, why don't you just carry on with the speed of the traffic if you're going to do it? Maybe they couldn't keep it up, who knows? So anyway, what have I done today? I have done the binding, cut the binding of this lovely fabric here. Actually, this is from Fiona's Fine French Linen Company. Lovely purple fabric. I've got plenty of it for a backing, but I cut it to match the quilt that I've got. This is like a single bed size quilt. Baby Hailey now is in a big bed, a cot bed, but she'll get this to play with, but she won't sleep on it just yet. She's not quite one. So she's still in her mum and dad's room where she should be. Anyway, I've been doing a bit of that, and I can just hear the dogs coming, so they obviously have just arrived and I've not quite got it finished, but I'll just show you a quick glimpse of it, and you'll see that in this case I've put the binding on the back. So I'm going to turn the binding over so you can see it over, make sure it's nice and neat. And I've got these wee quilting clips that I'm going to keep them nice, and I'm going to find a decorative pattern on my sewing machine and do a bit like what I did with the denim quilt and have it all. Maybe I'll get a chance to get it done tomorrow. We shall see. I'm also getting on with my kantha quilt. I ended up filling in a heart last night, and I've done another circle. I've done a wee block of wiggly lines. Can you hear Mara drinking her milk or water? She's obviously thirsty after her bark to let us know that somebody's coming. Yeah, so I'm going to carry on doing this all the way around and then find something nice in the machine to do. But while I've got it here, let me show you a bit of the quilting. So I've done the different squares, I've done all the same. So some have lines, some have diagonal lines, some I have done into a wee square all the way around, one square round, just varies. For each different one I've done the same thing. This one's got a couple of squares in it. I've not quilted the sashing in between, but I think that's enough. Anyway, this is a wee bit further forward. I'll get more done tomorrow. And as of tomorrow, the second week of Advent is discussing peace and peace within yourself and how you can make yourself better in the lead up to Christ coming on the 25th of December. So tomorrow's about peace, and I will speak to you then. Okay. Good night, everyone. Love you. Bye.